Hello, good morning everyone. This is Roshni here. By education, I am masters in pharmacy, working in a medical profession since last 10 years in international market. I am associated with health and wellness industry, familiar with working in an integrated and multicultural environment. Today, we are in health and wellness session. With us, we have Mr. Jyoti Ranjan, very sensational, seasonal and profession with vast experience of 32 years in multi-industry. We would like to know little bit more about you before we start the session.
Thank you, Roshni ji, and it's wonderful connecting with you. It's uh, it's a great initiative that you have taken in terms of uh, the health session on today. I am a HR professional for over 32 years of experience in multiple industries in multiple geographies. By education, I am an agriculture science graduate from Banaras Hindu University, and I've also done my diploma in social welfare and from Indian Institute of Social Welfare and Business Management, Kolkata. For the last 32 years, I have been more with the human resource function and business management. Uh, for the last 1 year, I have also got associated with health and wellness industry, and this is something which is an amazing journey that has started. So that's about me. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful, sir. We have seen your health restoration video, and today we are talking about women health. So we would like to know more about yourself, how this idea come to you.
Yeah. So women health is something that's very much there in the talks today. But with me, it goes 27 years back when my mother was diagnosed of cancer. And when she was diagnosed, it was the final stage. And we couldn't even figure out as to how can this happen to my mother, because in terms of, all the reasons that we knew then, that was in the year 1996, all the reasons that we knew then that can cause cancer, nothing was applicable when it came to my mother. And the battle was there for 2 years, and those 2 years we didn't have anything. Our focus was on nothing else but to make sure that what best can be done for her. And so that was after that when she was no more, 2 years of battle, and then she passed away. After that, I started. I mean, when we were shattered, and it took us a lot of time to reconcile. And if you say it correctly, you don't reconcile at all. 100% reconciliation doesn't happen that you come to terms. But then life goes on. And I also started thinking as to why this could have happened. How is it that this happened to her? And I never got any answers. When I mean, I always also had a feeling that, okay, I should, if there is a possibility, I should do something about it. And I had no solutions. But then when we got associated with the health and wellness industry, and I started learning the whole thing, I could figure out as to, yes, this could have been the reason. And that thought as to I must do something. And today I'm enabled, because more than a year back I was not. So that gave me this opportunity to really come forward and help in ensuring women have a better health. And that's how this topic today.
Yeah, very right, sir. Today, now we are seeing so many influencers and in the Instagram and the social media. They are telling about the awareness about the women health and their education. So I saw lots of videos. They are telling that we have to be like women have to be educated, properly educated, and they have to be independent to get a good life. And third point is their health, because as we saw, they are not taking care about their self, and they're taking the whole family taking they are taking care of the whole family, but they're not taking care of themselves. So this is the thing, sir. So we know we need to listen more about these things, sir, from you.
Correct. And what you said is exactly what was the case with my mother. And if we look around in the households around across the country, even internationally, if we go, we'll find this to be common, that women take care of the family, take care of children, take care of husband, parents, siblings. They'll take care of everyone around. And for them, the priority of when it comes to health, the priority is everyone else. And sometimes it doesn't remain a last priority also, because by that time the priority is exhausted. So this is something which is there. I mean, basic. If you see that, okay, the children in the family should have food first, then they'll be mostly the women in our house, they'll be mostly the last person to be having food. And this is something that, very slowly, this keeps denting into the health. And this is an area which I understood after my mother passed away. Of course, prior to that, if I had realized this, then I would have definitely done something about it. And by nature, by the way, uh, I mean, God's blessing is there. A girl from a childhood only is always associated with care. Even a small child, girl child in the home, she'll be the buzz in the house, she'll be the one who will be particular about things, she'll be the one who will be taking care of things from then on in. And men, we must very loudly accept that we are immensely blessed, because we get so much of care. So that is something that has always there in my mind. And of course we speak about it off and on, but then the point now is to do something about it. And here I would definitely, with what we are going to talk, the first thing that I would definitely bring across is that men in the house, whether you are a father, you are a husband, you are a brother, you are a son, the responsibility towards ensuring great health for all the women in the family first lies on us. We have to take that responsibility to make sure that we are assisting, we are facilitating, we are encouraging, we are, please don't become ordering or enforcing mode. Please don't go into that. But we must make sure that, okay, we kind of nudge a little, not really push, but nudge a little, that first you need to take care of your health. We will ensure that we take care of your health, then we'll take care of our health. Of course, it may not sound very appropriate, but we got to transform this cultural aspect into an optimal level. That's how the I would put across.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just want to add one point in this, that just we are seeing that small girls in our house, how this habits build up. Like small girls in our house, they are seeing how their mother is caring the full family outside, everything, how they are taking care. So these things are built up in their mind also, and once they will grown up, they start doing the same. So if now our family men's, either the father or anyone in the family, they are giving the proper appropriate uh, health and supporting to their mothers or the lady in the family, and they taking care the things in the family. So the girl or the boy, they will also, the younger ones, they will learn from them that how to we have to take care the woman in our family.
Correct. You're very correct. And while you were saying this, I had gone into my childhood, and I could connect with my sister's upbringing the way she had been. And I'm sure you would have also had a very similar childhood. So that's something that's there. And that's a blessing. That's our culture. We value that. That's very much there. But we are already late in ensuring that we are taking care of women's health. So we would get into the subject now more about it.
Yeah,
So, see, the lifestyle has changed. You
true.
know, every 10 years we say that there is a shift in the lifestyle. Of course, it doesn't happen after completion of 10 years. It is gradual. It keeps happening. Now, earlier, mostly women were homemakers. Majority of the women were homemakers. There were very few women who were working women. Today, that ratio is more towards the working women than on that of homemakers. So when this lifestyle has changed, definitely the kind of activities, the way uh, our mother used to be, you know, used to take care of the home, uh, it's something very, it's a little different as compared to that. So when it comes to health, that is unfortunately that becomes the first compromise. That's, you know, first this is important, then health, then this is important, then health. And this is something that happened in my mother's case also. When I spoke to her that, you know, since when were you feeling that there is something not going right? So she said it was more than a year. I was very surprised. So I asked her, I said, why didn't you put this across? So first thing was that I thought, okay, this keeps happening. There's something small thing that has happened. That's okay. And then I said, then what? She said, then when it did not fade away, then there was some big event happening in the family. So I said, let that event be done, and then I will say this. But even before the event, it became unbearable for her, and then we had to rush to the hospital. So you know that factor of non prioritizing the health aspect is something that's moved. It is not the same. The realization, the awareness, the focus is definitely better, but you know still we have a lot of distance to cover. So what are your thoughts about this?
Yes, sir. I can more listening to you, and I can visualize these things, sir. Once we are small and our mother is sick, she's never telling to us that I have fever, I have this, I have that, I cannot do these things. We never listening, from her side. Always, if she's sick, also she's telling, oh, yeah, she's never telling to us that she's sick. We don't know when mother is sick. Yeah, if we know that father is sick, we are sick, and our siblings is sick, but mother we are never in. So I can relate more this from you, sir.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So what is there is now is that we are, I mean, as a structured approach towards overall health and wellness, we categorize this, we call this as shades,
Yeah.
SHADES. So I'll take this up one by one. And the S where it starts, the shade starts with sleep. Now, sleep is something that's kind of significantly compromised in today's lifestyle. Now we are very busy. We wake up early. We go to bed late. And in that, also, when it comes to women, women are mostly seen to be the last to go to sleep and the first one to wake up because they have to wind up everything and then they have to start everything in the morning. Now, for a healthy lifestyle, for being healthy, the optimal level of sleep that we should have is 7 to 8 hours. And these 7 to 8 hours sleep should be uninterrupted to the extent that you don't even dream. It should be so deep a sleep because that is essential for our body to recover from all the damages that we go through during the day. Now, if women are I mean, if women are seeing that their sleep time duration is less than 7 hours, they definitely should work upon it. And more than women to work upon it, it's about a family. So everyone should be cooperative and support to see to it that it applies to everybody. But for majority of like when I was in my school, I would study till late in the night and I would wake up very late in the morning. So I mean, everybody knew this, and my mother would ensure that nobody disturbs him so that he can come have his sleep. But my mother hasn't had. So this is something which continues. It is the responsibilities for women, especially for working women, has gone up. So this is something. Homemakers are there at home, and they may get a nap during the afternoon. That's a possibility. That is helpful, but that does not, you know, that does not cover up for the less sleep that you have during the night hours. So that is something that we need to ensure that this is something which is basic. We need to ensure this. So what would
Yes,
you
sir.
like to say about this?
Yes, sir. I just noted. I will tell to everyone. Just this is very important to get a proper sleep. If proper sleep is not there, your full day is disturbed. And slowly you are thinking that no, it's fine for me that I will sleep for 3 or 4 hours or 5 hours, it's okay. And then you will slowly there is in your body it start building up some diseases, and their body needs health is it start getting disturbed. It's a very good to get a good sleep, sleep on time, and take a proper sleep to feel a good. This very important point to be noted, sir. Yes, sir.
Correct. And see, many a times what happens is the sleep may be of 7 to 8 hours, but it is not deep. There are interruptions, there are dreams which are disturbing dreams. So one of the things that what women can do is, and this is something it applies to everyone, which I'm also doing, is that practice some meditation before sleeping. Uh, there are initiatives like Yog Nidra. Uh, s- These are the things which are, I mean, there's some, because what happens is why does a sleep doesn't is not very sound. One of the thing is that the thoughts that you go to bed with, morning what I have to do, tomorrow what are the day's work, and my child's requirements and things like that. Those thoughts keep, I mean, they have their prominence in the mind, and they will manifest into some of the other troublesome things. So if you are going to bed and you have something in mind that, okay, I have to wake up early because this is something that needs to be done on priority, then the dream will also be around that thing, and it will keep you disturbing. So the good thing is that if you can sleep peacefully, if you can go to bed peacefully, these are the things that can be practiced. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll come up.
So,
Yeah.
so sorry, sir. Here, no, so we will tell to all our viewers that take a proper sleep. If something like this dream, something is disturbing to you, just take a proper meditation. So there is some yogas is there that you can follow and take a meditation and then sleep. It will give you a proper sleep because with dreams and disturbed sleep is not also a healthy sleep for us. So just take a proper sleep. If something is disturbing you, solution is here, meditation and all. Yeah.
Correct,
Over to you.
right. Okay, so now we'll go to H of shades. H is hydration. Now, when see this shades as a concept is also found based on the criticality of the aspects. Okay, now when it comes to hydration, we have seen that women in terms of the water intake are relatively lesser as compared to men, and there could be multiple reasons for it. But what happens is that the requirement that is there that the body requires is 2.5 to 3 liters of water in the day. That needs to be met. Now, again, when it comes to 2.5 to 3 liters of water, it's not that you're going to bed and but that time you calculate and you say that okay, I'm at a deficit of 1.5 liters, so I'll have 1.5 liters now. That's not healthy. So the right way, the optimal way of doing it is that morning you should have 2 glasses of water, and you can have full 2 glasses going in a go, uh, preferably lukewarm water. That's it. During the day, you needn't be taking a full glass of water at all. So what you just did was that you take a glass, you keep a glass or a bottle handy with you, and at short intervals, you just take a sip.
Sip. Yes.
That's it. So that that's the optimal way of keeping yourself hydrated. You should not feel thirsty and then you take water. Now, please understand, human body is 70% water, and water is there at cellular level. When you feel thirsty, by that time, the cells in your body is already craving for water. And when you gulp the water in large quantity because you're thirsty, you're bound to have water in large quantity. Not all that water would be going actually into into your body. Okay, majority of there is a significant amount of water that may get excreted. So you have consumed water, but the body hasn't got sufficient amount of water. That is also something that's a possibility. So when you keep gulping at short intervals, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, you take a sip, then what happens is that whatever water is going, majority of it would get circulated in the body. So, and what I do after I learned this, what I do, this glass is always available in front of me. I'll just put a lid, and possibly when we get busy with work, we are occupied. There's something that gets ignored. You can put a reminder. You can put a wallpaper somewhere that you keep sipping water, keep yourself hydrated, something or the other to encourage you to ensure that your water intake is optimal.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, I hear. No, I just want to add one more point that how you are telling that water, how hydration is important to us. First of all, hydration also, we are seeing the basic thing that, as you said, we are drinking the water. Once our cell is thirsty, they need a water. It's like emergency for them. So that time we are drinking. So it's become like in medical terminology, we are telling a sink condition. Like there is a dryness over there and you're not giving the water. But if we will maintain the sink condition, how we are excreting out in the same manner we are giving the input to our body, so this will balance the hydration from our body. Due to improper hydrating, we are getting, especially the women, first of all, they're in the health situation, mainly they're suffering from UTI infections. And then they're telling how they are suffering from UTI, because they are not taking proper water. So whatever the bacteria as once they are not taking the proper water, so one dehydrated body will big will build up the vagina like a acidic flora over there. So due to that, they have a UTI infection, and bacteria are very much active in that situation to spread more infection. So that's why we are telling drink maximum to maximum water. In our maximum in India, we saw that even in worldwide also, so once women maximumly they are suffering from UTI. They're telling why, because of one of the reason is dehydration, and they're giving the bacteria that flora to build up more. So once we are drinking more water, it will excrete out in the same manner. If you will come with the infection in contact with the infection also, if you are drinking enough water, it will flush it out. Second thing, how hydration is important for us for our making our like aging issues are coming with this. If our body skin having a proper hydration, our fine lines, wrinkles, aging issue will not come, the pigmentation issue will not come if your body is properly hydrated. So hydration as a part of beauty and a part of internal body is very important for our health. So we want to listen from you, sir.
Wow, wow, wow. That's awesome. I mean, yes, the aspect that you have explained, there's something which is worth, I mean, for everyone to understand that, yes. And see, our body is made for, I mean, the way our body is composed, it is always has its own inherent defense mechanism. But the defense mechanism will work only when you are ensuring that you are feeding the defense mechanism to be strong. When if you are weakening the defense mechanism, then definitely what you just explained, and even I didn't know about this correlation. I didn't know, so that was a great one.
Yeah, sir, I want to say that our body is a amazing thing that God gave to us. Our body each and every time, whenever there is now in especially in cars, in my car, something little issue will come in the screen, it start popping up. You have this problem. So like this, our body is also giving us a signal that you have some issue, but we are ignoring it. We are telling, okay, we did something like this, we eat something like that, that's why this happened. No, we have, if something is coming, body is giving signal to you, take care.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you mentioned about car. This was also coming in my mind that the gas that we fill in our car, and that there is a indicator. It shows what is the level. There is no indicator showing like this that what is our the hydration level of our body. Otherwise,
True.
it would that would be something that could helpful. But yes, I mean, it's important that we keep ourselves continually hydrated, and this has been talked about a lot. So that's something, and the easier way to do is to just make sure that it becomes your routine. First 5, 7 days, it may be difficult. You may skip, you may miss. Don't worry. As long as you are focusing on it, it's definitely going to help. And what Roshni ji, what you just said, yes, that is something that's very essential. That's great.
True.
So we move on to the next aspect, and that is A uh, in shades, SHA. A stands for attitude. Now, we may feel that, it's okay. But fact is that it's not okay. If you look at how many times you say no, don't, never, can't, this is something that, your speech, your mind gives signals to your body which are negative signals. Uh, Very simple thing. Commonly we see board of no parking. So no parking indicates it starts with a no. I always thought, why don't they point out that there is a parking? That okay, there is a parking and you need to park over there. But the difficulty was that we were so conditioned to be said no, then only you will not do. Or even it happens that even if it is said no and you do. So this attitudinal shift for maintaining optimal health is very important, because how much do you feed your mind with a no or any negative word? Many times I tell people that, please don't send me a good morning message which starts with a no matter, never, don't. I don't feel that to be a really a pleasant message to read in the morning. As minute as that. So, what are the things that we should be doing? One is that our connect to the the positivity influences are many, irrespective of what is the origin. Connect with them to have a, because you got to condition your brain more. You got to shift from a negative uh, aspect or a negative thought process to a positive thought process. It used to be said that if a child is hanging from a tree and has lost balance in hanging from a tree, there are two things that you can say. One is that don't fall down. The other is that hold firmly. When you say don't fall down, there is always a possibility the child will fall down. But when you say hold firmly, the communication that goes to the child is that I need to strengthen my grip to hold where I am. And there's a less chance that the child will fall down. So as small as that, but that makes a lot of impact. And because, how many times does it happen during the day? And then, so that's where it also came to me, and it was also very not so simple and easy that I would shift over from a don't fall down to a hold firmly. But then as you start practicing it, you start feeling the difference. So that is something about the attitude. Maintaining positive attitude is an easy thing to do. It's not as difficult. Just that you have to be attentive and particular about it.
True,
So
sir. Yes,
yeah,
uh, sir. I just have one question to you, that how we can relate this attitude to a woman health.
see, we don't realize the impact that it creates. Okay, so suppose you take a negative attitude. Okay, all the time, no, 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 this cannot happen. No, no, this will not work. No, no, this is not helpful. No, no, this is something which I don't approve of. So, how are you? Majority of the time, your brain, okay, majority of the time, your brain is addressing no, 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 no. Okay, when you do that, what is the signal that the brain gives to the body? What is the signal that the brain gives to the organs? Is all no, no, no. Okay, when if you go back into the ancient times, there are mythologies which speak about this. that how do you hold a positive attitude? Very simple. A lady uh, is playing a game, okay, and her score is not as strong that it looks that she would win. There, the attitude is what is going to help her win, despite her skills. She may be amazing with the game skills, but if it goes in the mind that I'm my score is not as strong as it should be, am I going to win? If this question comes, there is a doubt, there's a possibility that she may not win. So this is something that when it sets in, these are the actions that we are talking about, but when it sets in, it gives negative signals. So it is always said that when you eat food, you eat the food happily. Why? Food is food. How does an emotion, how does an attitude help? So that's where how it plays across.
Yes. Sir, from this, no, I have a very clear picture in our house that woman or the mother, yes, can say if she is a best teacher, if she's in a good attitude or the good health, that full family will be in a good health. So, like, if the woman is in good health or the good mindset, good attitude, positive attitude, full family will be in positive attitude. So it's a very good learning, sir, from you that we have to be in proper attitude and positive attitude to get a healthy family. Not only the woman, here we are getting the healthy family with this positive attitude. Yes, sir. So what you have the
Correct.
next, sir?
Correct. So next comes the topic which is D, that is diet, and
Oh,
there's something which is the major part of the of health. Of course, that other parts are not less important, but the most I would say, I'll take the liberty to say that the most abused part in our routine is diet. When it comes to diet, mm, we have always been having diet for taste more than for health. So if there is something which is healthy but it is not tasteful, there is a possibility that food will not be preferred, it would not be taken. And that's where we say that the children don't like vegetables and things like that. It happens. So it's more, our conditioning is more towards the taste. So what has happened over the period of time, the cooking style has changed. Earlier, we always used to be, I mean, the fresh part of the cooking was predominantly very high over there. The flour that will be needed will be fresh. The vegetables will be relatively fresh. Refrigerators are not very common. So, the spices would be ground fresh, would be, in fact, that used to be something that stone grinding used to be done, wet grinding used to be done with the spices. And uh, it was amazing to see that, as much spices are ground, that exactly that much will be used. There's nothing left over. So when with the coming of a refrigerator, life became easier. There's lot many things that go inside the refrigerator. We get cut vegetables from the market. They are kept under refrigeration. Now we are using frozen stuff. We are using heat and serve stuff. Fast foods have come in. So, lot many things have changed over a period of time, and they have brought in convenience. But at the same time, they have taken away the nutrition from us. So every such thing which is getting mechanized is likely that the nutrition level will dip significantly. Now, many a things which has gone into a mixer. So this I had said in the earlier video also. Spinach. In my mother's time, we never had spinach, which was, put into the mixture and made us puree out of it. It never happened. It would be cooked in a vessel, but it would not be made a puree. It would not be put in a mixture. So by doing that, we are continually, as a process to make the food tasty and palatable, we are reducing the nutritional content.
yes, sir.
Nowadays, you see the spices which come in packets. We see spices going into the refrigerator because the spices don't remain. I mean, there is something that it does not go right with the spices. Over a period of time, they degenerate. Okay. And definitely these are the things which, so what I have done at my place, what I have done is that I moved from, we cannot bring that stone crushing and the grinding thing back. That's not possible. So the other thing is that I was in a food industry. I had served a lot many years in the food industry. One of the places which I saw used to have the USP was that the spices were always ground fresh, and whatever is ground will be consumed in that same lot. And that gave the freshness and the USP over there. So that is something that I've copied at my home. Of course, that stone is not there. I'm using the mixer, but doing a wet grinding so that the spices are fresh ground and they're used, and that's it. So that's a little bit about the cooking methodology. Avoid the fast food. Everyone says this. There's nothing very unique that we are talking. Convenience is necessary. Lifestyle is something which demands a lot of convenience. But in that bid, if you are losing health of yours and your family, that's not something that anyone would be wanting. You would not be wanting that. So how can you restore towards the freshness? How can you restore towards less of refrigeration, less of mixing, is something that people have to work out for themselves. That would be helpful. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, sir, yeah, it's a good idea you gave here that we have somewhere. I'm getting an idea that we have somewhere improper cooking, or we can say the methods got changed according to the needs. Like, as you said earlier, like 70% women are the working women and they are in hurry. So, the cooking, what we are doing now, in the, I can relate myself that in high flame before, my
Uh,
mother is cooking in the slow flame always. So that is the proper cooking, covering the lid. So nutrients are there in the food. We are just we have to cook anyhow because we have to rush for the work. So we are just in the high flame. We are cooking up, and the lid, yeah, we are covering it, but not that much because we are just once we are cooking in the high flame, we have to always use the spoon to stir. Then second thing, we are using nowadays a very famous our helping hand is microwave. It is yeah, like to for easy things to just cooking the food a microwave, but somewhere it's also not good for our health a microwave. With this we are losing the by slow high flame cooking in a high flame, not covering the lid, cooking the microwave. And how you are saying telling that mixing the in this mix using the mixer and all, before they're using in our Hindi, we are telling that silbatta is there, no? We are using
Correct,
that.
Silvetta.
Yeah. So in that silbatta, somewhere we are getting that mineral from that also. So we are losing our potency. We are taking the proper food, but food is there, but potency is not there. In our terminology, we say potency is not there. You are taking food. You are taking healthy food. Versus people are telling we are not taking junk food. Okay, good. But you're taking food, but potency is zero. That you will not get any result from that. So here we have some alternates of that also for day-to-day life, how we are upgrading in the cooking way. So we are having a solution in other way, that how we can overcome these things. So we want to listen from you, sir.
Yes, that is something, and good. You mentioned about microwave. That was something that did not occur to me, but yes, that has also come in our
Yeah.
lifestyle. Air fryers have come into our lifestyle. Now,
Yeah.
anything which is bringing in convenience when it comes to food is definitely drifting the food from being healthy. So what is happening is that we are eating for taste. That is for sure. We are eating to fill our tummy. That is also happening. But our body is made to get the nutrition and remain healthy from food. Now, when the nutrition has been taken away or the nutrition has dipped, then we need to do something. Of course, with the lifestyle, the life is very demanding. You know, people, I mean, both the husband and wife, they need to work to maintain a certain level of lifestyle and also look for the future that is there. So in that, such things will definitely get a drift. But then how do we ensure that we are eating for taste, we are eating for the tummy being full, but how do we supplement the nutrition? Because say when we talk about say we just take an example of vitamin C. 50 years back, one orange would give you a full amount of vitamin C that a body requires for 1 day. Today, for that same amount of vitamin C that our body requires, we need to have 8 to 10 oranges because the nutrition level at the source itself has dipped. Our crop production, our fruits and vegetable production have gone up, but it comes from the same soil. So the nutrition distribution to the fruits and vegetables and the grains has dipped. That is where we need to have we need to supplement the nutritional requirement, and this nutritional dip is the cause of all the aging related, lifestyle related, seasonal related issues. This is there. Now you may think that you had an orange, but you had only 1/10 of what you could, what you require. And it's not feasible that you have 8 to 10 oranges every day. So there is, but you still, that amount of vitamin C is required to maintain your body healthy. So then it comes to supplementation. I had in my previous video where I talked about some of the basic supplementation, where I had spoken about fiber that applies to women a lot. And when we talk about hydration not being appropriate, not being optimal, then definitely digestive health does takes a dip, and that's where fiber is one of the supplement that one should be taking to make sure that the digestive health is good. Protein requirements, no matter what food you have, whether you're having vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food, maximum protein that you are getting from your food on a daily basis is in the tune of 35 grams. And the relatability is the requirement is 1 gram per kg of body weight. If your body weight is 60 and your protein intake is 35, 25 is the deficit. You need to fulfill that with supplementation. Multivitamins, multi-minerals. These are the things, again, they need to come from supplementation. Our food is not giving us sufficient. We just took an example of vitamin C and orange. Fourth, we talked about omega-3. Omega-3 is necessary for our cardiac health. It does not come from food, and the lower levels of omega-3 are the biggest cause of cardiac problems that we are having. And we are seeing many heart-related issues. That's something that's essential. This I had spoken in the previous video. Here we are adding specifically for women 3 supplementation. One is iron. Now, what happens is, if you look at women, majority of them are anemic. And the iron level should be 13. And even at 10, it is said that, okay, it's not bad, but it's not good either. So if you're at 11, 12, if you're not at 13, or if you're not at more than 13, when does this 11 come to 9, you won't realize. And then something will go wrong. You will, like my mother did, ignored. You will ignore, it will come down to 8. And it can come down to a stage where it becomes critical. And the composition of a woman's body and the way the iron requirement is there, that is something which is much more required than in men. Now, if we say that, okay, I'm having food rich in iron, again, I'll give back the same example of vitamin C and orange. So this supplementation is required on a continual basis. To have this iron, there is one option that you go for allopathic medicine, but you cannot have an allopathic medicine all through your life. If you're having, then there is definitely, with allopathic medicine, there is always a likelihood that you will have some side effects. Now, specifically with iron, if any lady is having an iron capsule, do a magnet test. Take a magnet and just bring it close to that capsule. In all likelihood, it will stick to the magnet. You can also open up the capsule and drop the contents inside on a plate and just hover a magnet over it, you will see those particles from inside, they're sticking to the magnet, which means it is metallic ion. And our body is not made to digest metallic ion and absorb from metallic ion. We need iron from natural sources. It should come through food. So it's essential. So taking a medicine is not going to help. And in 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, or 1 month of of taking medicine, which is likely to contain metallic ion, you're actually damaging your health, because what stays inside, if it goes, it gets excreted, fantastic. You're lucky. If it stays inside, it can form a stone, it can move into some of the finer organs of the body and create problems over there, and it won't be detected as to what went wrong. So taking iron from a natural source as a supplementation, and any supplementation for that matter, one needs to be very particular about that it should not have added flavor, added color, added preservatives. Because when they are there, they will have a small, but they will keep damaging. This, would you like
Yes.
to add something over here?
Yes. Yes, sir. I just want to add over here, sir. As we are seeing, you're telling that the ladies having told us a very good test about this one, no, sir. Like
Magnet.
if magnet test, yeah, magnet test. This I can relate with myself, as once I am a pregnant and doctors gave me, and most of the ladies they can relate these things. Once doctors are recommending prescribe them any iron medication, and once they initially they are very happy, excited because they are yeah conceived, so they are pregnant, so they start taking that medicine, but they start getting constipation because it's not excreting out from your body. Second thing, acidity problem. So they stop taking it. They are telling, leave this iron. We are taking spinach, we are taking pomegranate juice. So leave this one and we will go to our natural things. So here we are decline in our iron intaking, sir. I can relate this thing. So everyone, the viewers, we can say if you are taking any iron supplements as a allopathic, just go for this magnetic test. Is really very helpful for you, and you will see the difference what you are consuming as a iron. It's a raw iron, really it's a raw iron. So just go through this test and check how you can relate with us. Yes, sir.
Okay, next area, nutrient that's very important for women is calcium. And with iron, you need to be careful that it should also have the association of vitamin C for its absorption. You just take iron, it's not going to get absorbed appropriately. Support of vitamin C, support of vitamin C is required for its good absorption. When it comes to calcium, we connect with bone health, and that's right. But there are other, organs in the body. There are other processes in the body which require calcium. One of them is the circulatory system. The circulatory system, to ensure that our um, the blood vessels, and especially in the cardiac region, so they require support of calcium. Now, if the diet is devoid or it does not have sufficient calcium, what does the body do? The heart has to function, because the heart cannot stop functioning. If it stops functioning, you are not there. So what it does is that it takes away calcium from the bones. And when it takes away calcium from the bones, it happens very gradual. So you will not realize. But over a period of time, your bones start becoming weaker, and cases of osteoporosis and things like that, they start popping up. So it's essential that calcium is something that's there sufficient in our body. And again, very similar to iron, with our dietary content and the dietary habits that we have, it's always likely that the optimum amount of calcium does not come into our body through the food that we take. So here also we'll recommend supplementation. And in case of calcium, like in case of iron, vitamin C is required. In case of calcium, vitamin D is required for its optimal absorption. And along with that, if you're getting magnesium, that helps in maintaining normal bones. Manganese, it helps in connective tissue formation and ensuring good connective tissue health. And zinc to support immunity. So if there is a combination that you can have again from the natural sources, not containing any synthetic chemicals, is something that will take care of you and of your calcium requirements. And I was also surprised to learn this, that girls, once they are 20, they should be taking calcium and iron supplementation to ensure that they are having great health all through their life. So
Yes, sir.
that's about calcium.
Yes, sir. I want to add in this point, sir. Just not
Yes,
from 20, just they can start uh, taking calcium and iron like once they're 8 or 10 years, no? They're going to achieve this one, going to the next stage of like they're going to go for puberty. And that before that, if they start taking calcium and magnesium, because here now in this era we are seeing in this 2020, sorry, in 21st century, we are seeing the girls, the small girls, they are going in our 5-year girls, they are getting the puberty. And small girl, why? Because they are lacking of the calciums and the irons. So here we are telling to the parents that how once you are pregnant, a mother, you are taking a proper iron and calcium, doctors are prescribing to you. So once your girl is about 5 years and above, just give them iron and calcium without thinking anything. We are seeing this another case, that girls are suffering from once they're getting their menstruations, they're getting that they have a cramps, pain, everything due to lacking of this all. But if they have proper multi-nutrients like iron, calcium, I'm sure they will not have any such issues. So just go with that. It's a really a very good solution, especially the women in growing stage. They need this iron and calcium. As I have a small daughter of 5 years, I'm giving them regularly without fail the calcium and iron supplements. Why? Recently she got like a leg got twisted, and the her toe is full as in bluish color. Doctor is telling that I'm sure she's having a like fracture and all. So once we did the X-ray and all, doctor said, I'm just surprised that she don't have anything. The her leg is swollen in such a way, and the once you see the condition, seems like it's she's having a fracture. But by having a good supplements, she don't have anything, sir, and she's really cope up in just in 1 week. She got recovered with that. So here I'm just telling you, all the viewers, give to your girl child or the woman in your family. And second thing, sir, this is just a girl, those who are going to getting their puberty. But we are seeing the females like our mothers, those who are coming to menopause also, they're also suffering from these conditions. They have most of the time they are getting some cancers or some issues they are getting, like cancer issue they are getting, and uterus cancer and all because of that. And they have too much problem once they are coming to menopause because of their anemic. They don't know they're anemic, but they're telling I am getting too much difficulty. So if they are properly nutrients with iron, calcium, and multinutrients, so they will not suffer with this, and this stages will come in a very easy manner, will pass on. Yes, sir.
very right, and thank you for elaborating this because what you said about your daughter and what you said about girl child, that becomes all the more. And yes, you're right that the complications that we see and the health issues that we see even from a childhood stage, there are some things which 10 years or 20 years back we never ever got to hear things like that. That's right. So thank you. Great. So we now move to the next part of this. Uh, One more supplementation is something that we always recommend, especially for women, is glucosamine, because with the loss of calcium from bone, which leads towards osteoporosis, we have also seen a lot many cases which is coming towards the knee replacement requirements, knee related ailments. So if you're if the glucosamine in supplementation is taken well in time, it's something that will prevent your knee problems. Because again, when it comes to the knee problem, the problem is not with the bone part of the knee. It is more about the connecting part of the knee. So the tissue, the fluid, that is something where a glucosamine, natural sourced glucosamine, is something that's going to give you great health, and you never face a problem towards any kind of a knee or joints rely. See, we get to know the knee related problem because the knee is the one which is taking care of the load of the body, since it's a part of the leg. But when the problem comes in, it comes in all the joints. But the other joints, you may have a little bit of a shoulder pain or wrist pain or something. You may feel that okay, this is fatigue. There is something, but there is a possibility that your joint health has deteriorated where it is affecting you. But the maximum effect is on the knee. So we treat the knee, but we leave the other part of the other joints. Glucosamine is something that's going to help ensure good health for all the joints.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yes,
no, sir. It's a very good information we received from you. Mainly, in comparison to men's, we saw that females are suffering from knee pain because of the less movements, we can say, of the knee and all. So we have a solution over here, the glucosamine. So just start taking glucosamine to improve that health, and don't go for the knee replacements and all. We have a solution, glucosamine. Yes, sir.
right. So next we move to the next portion, which is E of shades, SHAD. We discussed E is exercise. It stands for exercise. Now this is something which is mostly compromised. Why? Because the moment you have the lifestyle gets busy, there's more of urgency in life than as compared to earlier. Uh, Health is something which is the first casualty to it, and in health, the first casualty is towards your exercise. It becomes zero. Food, what is happening is that you may shift. You may not be having healthy food, but you're still having some food. It can be affecting your health definitely, but an absence of exercise is something which is going to, I mean, there's something that will have its repercussions big time over a period of time. So what is suggested best is to have a 30 to 45 minutes of exercise every day. The best time is to do it in the morning, so you can work out your schedule. And here again, the morning time is a very busy time for women. Men in the family need to participate in this to make sure that that time is made available to the women in the family and the girls in the family, so that they can focus on their fitness, not literally being fitness, but definitely exercise to keep their agility strong, their the physical strength strong. Yoga is one thing which is definitely something which is going to help. You can choose exercises other than yoga also. If you are comfortable doing other exercises, do that. It does not say that you really need to go to the gym and all. You can be fit and fine and healthy even without going to the gym. So this is a choice what you do, but definitely do it in the morning. Uh,
Yes.
I know it is sometimes difficult, but this is the one which works well. And even in our childhood, we've seen that exercises mostly has been connected to the morning time.
True, true, sir.
Yes,
And here now we are, if like our female viewers, we are the one to tell that they're telling most of the time, as I also told the same, that if someone is telling, are you doing the exercise? I am telling, I'm from morning 5:30. Once I will wake up, I'm doing exercise only. Now I'm doing this house chores and everything. Busy in that, and then office everything. So no, to make a uh, just give some time to yourself, like you can say the quality time to do exercise. Just make your body more flexible and more younger by doing the exercise, so you will feel more refreshed, more healthier full day. It's really very helpful for you. So that's why sir is telling do exercise must be in morning, not in evening. Evening already you are tired. Gone case. So if you will, there we are telling go for 45 minutes or 40 minutes a regular exercise. full day I did so many things. I will do this exercise, and on top of that, so just go for morning to refresh your body and to make yourself more younger. Yes, sir.
Great, great. Yes. Then the next aspect of shades, the last one is S again. And this is with regards to stress, the stress management, because stress is something that you don't invite, it comes with uninvited, and it just seeps in very softly into the lives of people. And then it starts, expanding its presence, and it keeps on, magnifying. So, with the positive atmosphere that we have been talking about, the positivity that we have been talking about, this will definitely be in a position. It will help you in terms of managing your stress. Some of the things which definitely help us a lot, and uh, I have also been doing this, practicing this, which I was not doing earlier, is getting into a guided meditation. Uh, connecting with books. There are videos which are very soulful, which are very pious, so that they can help you in managing your stress and reducing your compulsion to be under stress. One more thing, what you can do is that as a child, you always had some creative pursuit. It may be painting, it may be drawing, or it can be any of those things. So get back over there. That is something that will always keep you happy. That will always keep the child in you active, and that is something that will again be. So don't worry about de-stressing. You keep on focusing on, because stress is something that will keep coming off and on. Your ability to filter it out from the surface only is where it is going to. So empower yourself, give yourself the power to reflect the stress with the moment it comes in. So it goes back. A couple of things which also one must needs to recalibrate is some of the TV serials that you may be viewing. There's a possibility that those you get emotionally involved with that, and those things can again move into some kind of a stress generation in you. The association that you are keeping, that is also very important. You need to uh, you cannot say no to someone, but that's okay. You can always reschedule, recalibrate yourself, so that uh, a toxic association is reduced and then eliminated. So these are the things which will help in stress management, and this is about the complete set of things when it comes to health, specifically to women's health. Would you
Yes.
like?
So very good. Here we are learning from the sir that to how to manage stress by reading books, by doing the yoga and the meditation, and what is your hobby? Do that. So like this way we can manage the stress, and on top of that, this stress, like what we can say, these full factors are related to each other. So if stress free female woman is there, the whole family will be the stress free. This I can relate. Yeah. So yeah,
Absolutely,
like this
absolutely.
way you can just manage your stress. And in last, I for my viewers, I can give the fast review for the review for this shades. Like shades, maybe you guys will forget. So shades means S for sleep, H for hydration, A for attitude, T for diet, E for exercise, and again S for stress. So don't forget to manage these shades. Manage these shades to get a healthier life.
Great, great. So from my end, uh, pay attention to yourself first. When you get into an airline, in the in the safety briefing, we are always said that first you need to put on your mask before helping anyone. So I'm connecting to that principle, and I would say one thing is that um, it's more in Hindi that I always visualize my mother. I said ki सृष्टि आप ही से है, सृष्टि which is universe, आप ही हो. So that's from me. You would like to add something?
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for amazing session and amazing learning we got from you on the women health. And so I would like to say all the viewers, just go through this and just learn lots of things, we how we can take care our women, and women their self they can take care. If they want to take care more their family, first you have to take care yourself. Automatically family will be the healthier family. Thank you so much.
Great,
And if
great.
someone yeah, yes sir. Yes, if someone having some question or the query, we have a description below. So you can just ask your query over there and contact to us. Thank you from our side. Thank you so much.